Rob and Adam's
Okay, it is
names.
6:30, and I will call the City Council meeting of August 18th to order. Would you call the roll, please?
Kathy Griffith. Here. Sid Porter.
Here.
Melissa Hunt. Here. Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb.
Here.
Rob Clark. Mark Ham.
Here. The Girl Scout Troop 798 is here, and they're going to be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So they'll be giving us some instructions. Libby, if you're here, if you'll come to the podium.
Will the audience please stand? Color guard, attention. Color guard, advance. Color guard, post your colors. Color guard, honor your colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Audience, you may be seated. Color guard dismissed.
Thank you, Libby, and Girl Scout Troop 798. Appreciate it. This time I have a letter of commendation to present to K.O. Johnson. Let me read this. It's presented to K.O., who is a lifeguard for the city. And it says, the Moore City Council would like to take this opportunity to commend K.O. Johnson for his actions while monitoring the Lazy River at the Aquatic Center on August 3rd, 2025. While performing his duties as a lifeguard, K.O. noticed a young girl submerged under the water of the Lazy River. The young girl appeared to be lifeless as her body rolled under the flow of the water. K.O. immediately alerted all lifeguards by blowing his whistle, then jumped into the water to rescue the girl. K.O. extracted the girl from the water and placed her body on the ledge of the pool, and while still in the water, he began performing several rescue breaths. He then placed her into a recovery position and checked for a pulse. Soon the other guards arrived, and she was placed into a wheelchair and taken to first aid until EMS could arrive. The mother of the girl he saved later called to convey her utmost appreciation. The city of Moore is proud to employ such a terrific young man, and we would like to honor K.O. Johnson for his swift action, quick thinking of which clearly saved this young girl's life. He is and continues to be a valuable member of our lifeguard team, the Parks Department, and the City of Moore. On behalf of me, the mayor, the City Council, and the City Manager, and the residents of Moore, we would like to extend our deepest appreciation and admiration for K.O. Johnson and his dedicated service. Kyle, if you'll come on up. Now to the things that maybe don't seem so important. Item number 2 is our consent docket.
Make a motion we approve the consent docket, items A through D.
Second.
We've had a motion and a second. Would you call the vote, please?
Griffith.
Yes.
Sid Porter.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 3, Consider a variance to Part 12, Chapters 5, Article F, Section 12-552, requiring a 65-foot right-of-way along Artilla Roads for Mahogany Hills Estates, revised preliminary plat. Application is by Gary Seal, LLC, Mike Pierce. The Planning Commission approved this 9-0. It's in Ward 1.
Mayor and council, items number 3 and 4 on your agenda are companion items. This subject site is located south of Southeast 34th Street on the west side of South Broadway Avenue. The property was originally approved with a preliminary plat for single-family dwellings in July of 2019. It was approved with 17 lots on approximately 19 acres with a density of just over 1 lot per acre. Since that time, the housing market has changed, and the developer desires to revise the undeveloped portion of this preliminary plat to reduce the size of the lots to a minimum of 1/2 acre in size. The revised preliminary plat consists of approximately 19 acres. It is with 23 proposed residential lots, and they range from 1/2 acre to 3/4 acres in size. The plat does contain 2 separate common areas for drainage and detention. Stormwater detention for this development is required, and common areas A and B on the plat are proposed with naturalized drainage areas with a proposed detention pond. Public water is available to serve the site, and this addition utilizes private septic systems that were previously approved with the preliminary plat. Access is provided by South Broadway Avenue. The Envision More 2040 plan calls for this location to be open space residential. The plan describes open space residential uses as neighborhoods where homes are developed on large lots of 3/4 acres and above, or where the overall density is capped due to significant open space. This application was reviewed as to its conformance with the intent of the plan. Based on the proposed densities, stormwater amenities, and open spaces, staff does believe that this application meets the intent of the open space residential land use and the overall goals of the plan. An amendment is not required. The developer is requesting a variance to the 65-foot right-of-way on Broadway Avenue. In reviewing this request, it's important to note that the Twin Creeks addition that is located just to the north of the property and Phase 1 in Mahogany Hills, located to the south of this property, both have 50-foot right-of-ways. If the developer complied with the right-of-way requirement, there would be a 15-foot jog in the brick fence that surrounds his neighborhood. This would be a noticeable jog that couldn't be camouflaged. It would be quite unusual for that stretch of street. Because of this, staff recommends approval of the variance request with the following caveats: that the new 65-foot right-of-way must be acquired on the east side of Broadway when that property develops, and this is to ensure enough right-of-way for utilities and amenities along Broadway. And number 2, that no encroachments in the right-of-way along this portion of Mahogany Hills would be allowed, and that does include the brick subdivision fence. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Any questions from council?
I don't think so.
We just need a
Make a
motion.
motion to approve?
Second.
Had a motion and a second. Would you call the vote, please?
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item passes. Item 4 is consider the revised preliminary plat for Mahogany Hills Estates located in the northeast quarter of Section 36, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being south of Southwest 34th Street and west of Broadway Avenue. Application by Gary Seal, LLC, Mike Pierce. Planning Commission recommended 9-0.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Would you call the vote, please?
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item passes. Thank you. Item 5 is consider the preliminary plat of Creekside located in the southeast quarter of Section 9, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being north of Northwest 12th Street and west of Santa Fe Avenue. Application by Northwest 12th Partners, LLV Dalvin Melfin, Planning Commission recommended approval 9-0. It's in Ward 2.
This site is located north of Northwest 12th Street and west of Santa Fe Avenue. The property was originally zoned as a planned unit development in 2003. It was part of a larger tract that does include the PB Odom Santa Fe North Edition that just lies to the east of this property. The property currently under consideration is vacant, and it is zoned R1, Single Family Dwelling District, that's also known as Tract 1 on your location map, and R2, Two Family Dwelling District, that is noted as Tract 2 on your location map, with specific development and setback requirements found in the approved PUD. The applicant is proposing to develop detached family homes on both tracts. Water and sewer are available to serve this site. Stormwater detention for this development is required. This development does include a proposed detention pond on the west side of the property, as well as a pond on the east side of the property. There is an unstudied FEMA floodplain, which is located in the northwest corner, which will remain in its natural state and free from development. A studied floodplain is located along the east side of the site, along the existing creek, and a limited number of lots are shown within this floodplain, and the applicant will be required to comply with all FEMA requirements for development within a floodplain, along with our 2021 drainage criteria. Access for the proposed addition is provided by Northwest 12th Street and Odom Way as platted in the PB Odom Santa Fe North Edition. The Odom Way access point is provided by a private bridge crossing the creek. The developer plans to utilize this bridge. However, prior to city acceptance, it must be inspected to ensure it meets safety standards and that is compliant with the 2021 drainage criteria for bridge construction. Should the bridge not meet these requirements, a new bridge must be constructed to provide access to Odom Way. This site was zoned as a PUD in 2003. While the approved PUD lacks any detailed amenities, it does provide development requirements that any new development must comply with. In Tract 1, that does include a maximum density of 4.5 dwelling units per acre. And in Tract 2, it does include a minimum separation of 15 feet between all structures and a maximum density not to exceed 5.5 dwelling units per acre. It should be noted that both tracts, regardless of their base zoning, are proposed to be constructed with single-family homes. The Envision More 2040 plan calls for this location to be urban residential, and that includes a mix of single-family detached units with up to 7 dwelling units per acre. This application was reviewed as to its conformance with the intent of the plan, and because the application meets the density and the open space requirements of the Envision More 2040 plan, an amendment is not required. Staff does recommend approval of this application. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
So the bridge then becomes a must-do since there's only one other entrance and exit?
That's correct. You
Okay.
would have to have a secondary entrance at
So
that
this
bridge.
doesn't happen without the bridge?
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Just need a motion.
Make a motion to approve?
Second?
We've had a motion and a second. Would you call the roll?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith.
Yes.
Sid Porter.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 6 is consider rezoning application number 1052, located in the southeast quarter of Section 2, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being north of Northeast 27th Street and east of North Pole Road, from A2 Suburban Agriculture District to I1 PUD Light District Planned Unit Development, and approval of ordinance number 3925, application by Oakdale Holdings, LLC, Box Law Group. The Planning Commission recommended 9-0.
This site is located north of Northeast 27th Street and east of Pole Road. It does sit exactly on the Oklahoma City and Moore city limits. This property is currently zoned A2 Suburban Agriculture and consists of one lot of approximately 2 acres, and it is currently vacant. The applicant is proposing to rezone to I1 Light Industrial as a planned unit development to expand upon the allowable uses in the I1 zoning district. A specific business for this site, however, has not yet been identified. Public water and sanitary sewer are both available to the site, but to the south of the site, and both utilities must be extended to serve the site prior to development with a structure. Detention is not required. Stormwater detention is required. Access is provided by Pole Road, and the applicant is utilizing a planned unit development to expand upon the allowable uses in I-1 while providing protections to preserve the integrity of the city aesthetics. By utilizing a PUD, the city may relax certain requirements in exchange for amenities that would not otherwise be required. This PUD proposal includes the following amenities: 15% increase in landscaping, a screened dumpster and storage area, minimum 70% rock, brick, or stone exterior on all structures. This application seeks to develop a lot with some allowances for some uses that are heavier than what I-1 typically allows, primarily due to the outdoor storage and activity requirements. They are proposing the following use unit classifications be allowed within this PUD: agricultural processing limited, automotive and equipment storage, construction, sales, and services heavy, moderate industrial, and wholesaling, storage, and distribution general. All of these uses allow for open-air storage, distribution, and handling of materials and equipment that may generate noise and dust. To offset the outdoor storage, the PUD offers a 6 to 8 foot tall fence or berm to help site-proof the outdoor storage and to protect the area. This is to protect the area for economic viability, and that staff recommends that any outdoor storage be limited to 20 feet in height. The Envision More 2040 plan calls for this location to be light industrial. This application was reviewed as to its conformance with the intent of the plan. With the land being designated as light industrial, the PUD application seeks to add additional uses while providing increased landscaping and storage area screening to offset those uses. The proposed development includes aesthetic and common area open space amenities, which does meet the goal and policies of the comprehensive plan. This application seeks to rezone a small 2-acre undeveloped tract on the northern edge of the city to support industrial activities along Pole Road. Although a specific business has not yet been identified, the proposed use is industrial in nature and generally complies with the surrounding zoning that has already been approved by Planning Commission and Council. Staff recommends approval of this application. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Elizabeth, just as I was reading through this one, reading through their master design, the City of Moore Planned Unit Development District. Anyways, section 9.12, it says sidewalks shall not be required. Can we, would like for all new businesses coming, if they don't have a sidewalk, to build a sidewalk in front of their area that they're developing. I know it's pretty remote out there and there's not a lot that way yet, but I could see that area continuing to grow and develop. And somebody once said, you know, a sidewalk has to start somewhere. So that would be as good a place as any. Can we remove that from the PUD or require them to?
Yes, the applicant is here. I don't know if you have.
Okay.
Good evening, Caitlin Turner, 525 Northwest 11th Street, here on behalf of the applicant. I can certainly inquire as to whether the property owner developer would be willing to do sidewalks. I do want to point out a couple things. First and foremost is this is probably the furthest north City of Moore property. We're right on city limits, just south of Oklahoma City, where there's a ton of pretty high intensity outdoor storage. We also have industrial and train tracks in the area. So I would just point back just for a safety concern. I don't know if we would want to open the door to allow pedestrians to really be welcome and want to walk around this area, just given that real industrial nature. Of course, I can inquire, but I just want to point that out, just the fact that this area is trending more industrial, and we may just not want to open up the opportunity to have people kind of walk around and maybe venture off that path into some of those intense
my argument would
industrial.
just be, if they don't walk on the sidewalk, they'll probably go to the street. So people are going to be there, they're going to be out and about, so I think it's just important that we have sidewalks. So yeah, please visit with your applicant and see about getting the sidewalk.
Okay.
That'd be great. So what do we need to do here if we want? I won't wait to hear back about the sidewalk.
You could request to table it. You could
Yeah.
have a motion to table it. My apologies. Yeah. Sure, yeah. The applicant's representative just said she would go out and call the applicant. And
Okay.
so if we wanted to revisit this later in the agenda,
Sure, we have some
She should
other
have that.
items, and that's fine, right, Brian? Okay.
Elizabeth, I understand where the area is and everything. How much is that cost going to be? I mean, I hate to put cost on somebody that's going to be something that's just out there, nothing ever connects up to it because it's all that other stuff. And so, do we have any idea how much that would cost?
well, the site is 2 acres, so you're probably looking at least 500 feet of sidewalk frontage. You know, for linear foot of, $30 a linear foot, or maybe even more than that. That's the kind of cost that you would be looking at. I will just mention that the council just approved a industrial PUD on the other side of the street not too long ago that did not have a sidewalk requirement. I don't know if that makes any difference, but just so you know.
I'm not opposed to what Mark's suggesting. I'm not sure this is the right place to start it, though.
Yeah.
so.
I would agree with that because of the industrial nature of it and
Well, and the amount of foot traffic
Mm,
that would
right.
be in that area is gonna be next to nothing.
Next to
so,
nothing, yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, we're not voting, but I'm getting the vibe. It sounds like that y'all aren't, I'm the only one that's probably real interested in there being a sidewalk in front of that. Y'all don't have an issue with that?
I don't think I do in this area
Okay,
because I agree. I think the foot traffic over there.
Okay, well,
I mean,
let's
quite
just-
frankly, even the
let's just
car
make a
traffic
motion
over there,
and-
unless you have a reason to be over there, is pretty limited.
let's just do
The area, I mean, I
Let's
like
just-
the idea.
okay, so if someone will make a motion, we'll just do a vote.
I'll make a motion to approve this application.
Second.
We've had a motion and a second. Would you call the vote?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item passes. Item 7 is consider approval of a contract with White and Smith LLC doing business as White Smith Kusin in the amount of $219,519 to update zoning and subdivision regulations in the Moore Land Development Code.
Mayor and council, this project was approved in the 24-25 fiscal year budget, but that money has been carried over to this fiscal year. We did go out for an RFP in 2024. We had 3 responses. We had Friesen Nichols, WSC and Half and Associates, and TSW. After a committee scored those teams, WSC Half and Associates did come out as the highest score. The Land Development Code update will focus on the rezoning and subdivision regulations, both of which have had their last major update in the early 2000s. This project will include the review of our current codes against both peer cities and best practices, and it will include public participation process from a steering committee, stakeholders, and public meetings. The update will include modernizing the use unit classifications, creating some conditional uses, along with development standards. This is an exciting project because codes are what shape the built environment and creates the city's identity, so we will see some very quick results from this update in the actual world. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them, and the firm is here as well if you have any questions of the firm.
Why the switch from the RFP of 3 and now this is a different company?
No, this company is the highest score of the 3 RFPs.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't,
It took me a second
didn't
too, when I
understand
saw
sorry.
Smith something, doing
Yes.
business as, and I was like, okay.
okay, all right, very good. Make a motion, we approve.
Second.
Would you call the vote, please?
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Rob Clark, Mark Ham.
Yes. Item passes. Item 8 is consider approval of resolution number 11625, changing the street name of Southwest 42nd Street between Applegate Drive and Manhattan Drive as platted in Apple Valley, Section 4 of Applegate Gardens, Section 1 additions to Manhattan Drive. Applications by Marty Hylam.
Mayor and council, it was brought to staff's attention that this segment of Southwest 42nd Street in Apple Valley is tagged by online mapping services as actually being in Southwest 42nd Street in Westermeyer Farms, which is to the south and across the street on Eastern. So anytime this applicant orders anything at all or tries to get someone directions to his house, it sends him to a completely different neighborhood. In looking at it, there is only one house that is addressed off of this section of Southwest 42nd Street in Apple Valley, and that is his house.
Oh, wow.
We can very easily change it to Manhattan Drive, and he can keep his same street address, but just change the street
Well,
name.
The other end of the street is Manhattan Drive.
That's correct,
so-
yes. That's what we would suggest to do. I think that it would clear up some
So apparently
confusion.
this was developed in two sections, not contiguous, both.
Well, the reason why we have the change in street name is because it created a curve. Manhattan Drive starts and then kind of curves up, and I think that the intent was that in order to keep the numbering sequence of our streets, it should be 42nd Street.
Okay.
Our emergency management software does find the address, so there's not an emergency management problem. It's solely with the Apples and Googles of the world.
Yeah, yeah, hey,
Make a motion to approve.
yeah, second.
Would you call the vote, please?
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item passes. Item 9 is consider authorizing the budgeted purchase of 6 sets of Morning Pride structural firefighting bunker gear for fire recruits from Municipal Emergency Services in the amount of $23,814 utilizing Sourcewell contract number 010424-MES.
Mayor and council, this last Monday, we started 6 new recruits, fire recruits. They began their academy. This 6 sets of gear will be for those 6 new recruits that joined the department. Recommend approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
How many applicants did you have this time around?
Over 400.
All right.
Oh, wow.
That's great. We've had a motion and a second. Would you call the vote?
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item passes. Thank you. Item 10 is consider authorizing the budgeted purchase of 2 latest model Pro Z Cub Cadet mowers from Metro Turf OPE in the amount of $46,347.54 using the current state contract number SW190.
Mayor and council, 2 zero-turn mowers were approved and funded in the 2026 budget. These mowers are, as the mayor said, are being purchased off the state contract, so it's a low bid. And they're used by the Street and Drainage Division to mow drainage channel easements and roadway right-of-ways. Would recommend approval of the purchase of these.
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
We've had the motion and a second. You can call the vote, please.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 11 is consider authorizing the budgeted purchase of a John Deere 325 compact track loader skid steer from P&K Equipment, Inc., in the amount of $77,023.44 using state contract number OKSW 192-600.
Mayor and council, this budgeted purchase is to replace our old skid steer that is requiring numerous repairs now. It is off the OK SW 192-600 bid state contract, and we will be putting the old one in surplus.
Make a motion we approve?
Second.
We've had a motion and a second. You can call the vote.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item passes. At this time, we're going to recess the city council meeting and convene the Moore Public Works Authority meeting. Item 12 is the consent docket.
Make a motion to approve items A and B.
Second.
Would you call the vote?
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item passes. We'll recess the Moore Public Works Authority meeting and convene the Moore Risk Management meeting. Item 13 is the consent docket.
Make a motion, we approve the consent docket items A through B.
Second.
Would you call the vote?
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item passes. We're going to recess the Moore Risk Management meeting and convene the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting.
Will you call the roll, please?
Kathy Griffith,
Here.
Sid Porter,
Here.
Mark Ham,
Here.
Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb.
Here.
Rob Clark. Melissa Hunt.
Here. Item 15 is the consent docket.
Make a motion we approve consent docket item A.
Second.
A motion and a second. Will you call the vote, please?
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes. We'll now recess the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting and reconvene the city council meeting.
Item 16 is new business. Nobody signed up to speak. Is there anything from the city council trustees?
I just, I'm sure you'll be mentioning this too, and some others might. National Night Out, I just appreciate all the police and fire and all there's so many city employees out there helping, and the businesses in our community, just outstanding. There was a lot of people out there, and appreciate everybody taking the extra time, and saw a lot of people and all positive, and it did cool down a little bit. We got a little cloud out there, so, but just appreciate the fantastic job everybody did.
I second that. Yes.
Yep.
And I just want to thank our voters, the residents of Moore, for passing the initiatives that we put before them. I guess there's one that didn't make it. I think it was Proposition 4 that had to do with our
Personnel board.
personnel board, so we'll figure out what to do with that. But thanks, everybody, for your continued confidence and trust in the city council and our city leadership. We really do work hard to be transparent about everything we do and to care about our community. Anything from the city manager?
Yes, I also would like to thank everyone that participated in the National Night Out. It was a very successful event, I think the biggest one we've had. Would also like to thank the voters for their support in the election last Tuesday. I know the summer elections can be tough, but appreciate everyone going out to vote. And then today we hosted 11 people from Tinker Air Force Base for an immersion event, and so with our police, fire, and emergency management. So it was very well received, and I've already received a lot of positive comments from Tinker Air Force Base. So again, congratulations to Galen Kitch, Ryan Marler, and Todd Gibson.
Great, thank you guys very much. Item 17 would be adjournment.
So move.
Second.
Would you call the roll, please?
Kathy Griffith,
Yes.
Sid Porter,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, we're adjourned. Thanks, everybody, for being here.